NANI?!
I've got a lot of work to do. How's it going, everybody? My name is Austin. This video is going to be a little bit different than anything I've posted on my channel before. Everything before has kind of just been about wrestling, but I'm also super into anime and manga, so I want to make some videos on that too. I kind of want to branch out the things I've done on this channel and start uploading more again. This is definitely the most work I've ever put into a video. I really hope you guys enjoy that and it comes out good. So thank you for clicking this, and let's get right into it. Now, I'll be completely honest. I was going to watch One Piece either way. In fact, I'd already made it to episode 88 sometime last year, but took a long extended break from the show. I decided to pick it back up maybe a week or so ago and got absolutely hooked. It's probably one of the greatest shows, animated or not, that I've watched ever. And I'm only about 240 episodes in, so I have a long way to go. And it's already this good. That bodes well for this show. I didn't want to restart the show and rewatch the 88 episodes I'd already seen, so I watched the East Blue Saga in 8 minutes by Grand Line Review, who has a whole series going through all of the sagas of One Piece. So you should definitely check out that channel and show your support. I'll leave the link in the description down below. I'm not going completely off exactly the way it's happening in the episodes of this East Blue Saga. I'm just kind of hitting the major points for the backstory of each character. So yeah, I might have missed some things here or there. Please don't roast me. Thank you. I'm very sensitive. I'm not going to spend too much time going over the East Blue Saga because it's been so long since I personally watched it. I'm going to go over a few of the big points and the crew members that have joined up to the start of that saga, though. So let's get right into that. The first member of what will become the Straw Hat Pirates that we meet is our main protagonist, Monkey D. Luffy. We first find Luffy floating in a barrel down the river after his dinghy was destroyed by a whirlpool. We see a flashback showing Luffy's past encounter with a group of pirates and their leader, red-haired Shanks. Luffy, being a very curious and adventurous child, really looked up to Shanks and his crew and wanted to join their ranks. However, Shanks and the other members of his crew discouraged Luffy from joining at that time due to the dangers of the life that pirates live. It was during Luffy and Shanks' time together that Luffy would accidentally eat the Gomu Gomu no Mi during an altercation with a bandit at the bar where Shanks and his crew were staying. Eating this devil fruit would come with the awesome upside of being a rubber man with incredible abilities, but with the major downside of not being able to swim. Which, isn't really a problem for most, I guess, but seeing that Luffy's main goal is to be a pirate, better yet, the king of the pirates, well, I think you see why this could be an issue. Our main man Luffy shows up in Shelltown looking for potential crew members and stumbles upon Zoro's current predicament. Luffy, being the kind of guy that he is, decides to intervene, confronting Captain Morgan and his crew, which leads to a huge fight. During this battle, Zoro witnessed Luffy's fearlessness and determination. While in prison, Zoro refused to beg for mercy and continues to maintain his pride as a swordsman, showing a ton of resolve. We are also introduced to the third member of our crew in this episode, but I'll get to that in just a minute. Luffy and Zoro go on to form a bond because they have a ton in common, even though Zoro is a pirate hunter and Luffy is a pirate. Zoro admires Luffy's fearlessness and Luffy admires Zoro's resolve. After some slight reluctance at first, Zoro agrees to join Luffy's crew, becoming the first official member of the Straw Hats. Joining the crew next is the mysterious member I mentioned earlier, Nami. Joining the crew officially in the 8th episode, Nami is a highly skilled navigator and a major thief. In her first few encounters with the Straw Hat Pirates, she is shown as a thief who deceives and robs pirates. We find out that the reason she's doing this is to pay for the freedom of the village she grew up in, Kokoyasai Village. Or Kokoyashi? Kokoyasa? I think it's Kokoyasa. Blanking, but yeah. Which is under control of the Arlong Pirates, sorry. To try and make up the money to free the village, Nami had agreed to work for Arlong as a cartographer. Throughout her interactions with the Straw Hats, she witnessed the genuine kindness and camaraderie between them, a stark contrast to the pirates that took over her home island. Nami continued to struggle internally the next few episodes after meeting her, torn between the loyalty she has for her village and her new growing fondness for the Straw Hats. Under immense emotional turmoil, Nami seems to betray the crew by stealing their ship and treasure along with it. However, it is revealed that she did so to fulfill Arlong's demands and free the village. Luffy understands her true intentions and confronts and defeats Arlong, freeing Kokoyasai village, and Nami requests to join the Straw Hats as their navigator. Our next member joins the crew in episode 9 while in Syrup Village. We meet Usopp, a charismatic storyteller and the son of a member of the red-haired pirates, the crew led by Shanks. Usopp is known for his tall tales and exaggeration. Despite this, Usopp is very courageous when his village faces a crisis, taking a stand against Captain Kuro, and he fights to protect his friends. Usopp stood alongside Luffy and the Straw Hats when the battle against Kuro escalates and the lives of the villagers are in peril despite his fears, demonstrating his strength and resolve to protect the village and impressing Luffy enough for him to invite Usopp to join the crew. The final crew member we're going to cover in this detailed fashion is Sanji, an exceptional cook with insane fighting skills. We first meet Sanji as the sous chef at the Baradier. I think I said that right, don't roast me. A floating restaurant ship. The Baradier faces a crisis when pirate Don Krieg and his crew attack the ship to steal food and supplies. Luffy just so happens to show up while this is going on and inadvertently gets involved in the conflict. Impressed by Sanji's cooking and his determination to protect the restaurant, Luffy forms an alliance with Sanji. After witnessing Sanji's loyalty and strength and exceptional cooking abilities, Luffy is impressed and extends an invitation for Sanji to join the Straw Hats. Sanji initially declines due to his loyalty to his captain Zeph and the Baradier, but after an emotional exchange with Zeph, Sanji accepts Luffy's offer and sets off to find the All Blue. So with that, we're up to episode 31, going into the Arlong Park arc that I spoke about when I was introducing Nami earlier. Although I said she, air quotes, joined the crew in episode 5, she didn't officially join up until episode 44 after the Straw Hats defeat Arlong when she requests their help. The emotional weight of Nami's gratitude and relief at the village's freedom is what really solidified the bond between her and the crew, causing her to decide to fully join up. Before this, she said they were just like associates, acquaintances. I can't remember what exactly she said there. We are now heading into episode 45, where we find the crew docking at Logtown, a very important and significant place in the pirating world because this is where Luffy's hero, and many other people's hero, the legendary Gol D. Roger, met his fate. Although this is a cool place for Luffy, it's not all sunshines and rainbows in Logtown. They bump into this mean marine. Sorry, that was goofy. But yeah, now they bump into Marine Captain Smoker, which adds an intense layer of anticipation and danger, leaving us dying to know what's going to happen next. While in town, Luffy has a huge moment where he stands on the platform where Roger was executed and shouts to anyone that will listen that he is going to be the king of the pirates. And you can kind of see the whole crew getting behind that and really starting to believe it here. I just realized that I failed to mention I'm skipping filler arcs. I'll go back and watch them all and all the movies eventually, but for now I'm sticking to just the manga canon stuff. That way I know it goes a little bit quicker. Although there's really not that much filler in this show. But with all that being said, we are now entering our second saga, Alabasta. I've seen it and heard it 2 different ways. I don't really know which one it is. The Alabasta saga marks a pivotal chapter in the Straw Hat Pirates' journey. It commences with Princess Vivi's plea for aid in episode 62. The crew's journey then leads them through the deceptive allure of Whiskey Peak, the chilling tyranny of Drum Island, and the marvels of Little Garden. But the real meat and potatoes of the saga is when they reach Alabasta, a land torn by conflict. In episode 94, the crew's battle against agents unveiled only the tip of the iceberg, setting the stage for the revelation of Crocodile's grand scheme. Crocodile, a Shichibukai, I think I said that right, with an iron grip over Alabasta, had orchestrated the civil unrest aiming for the kingdom's downfall. His devious plot to seize power is what threw the land into chaos, ensnaring both allies and adversaries in a web of manipulation and deceit. Their unity, growth, and unwavering resolve became the thing to turn the saga around. The Alabasta saga is a testament to the crew's resilience, loyalty, and their unwavering willingness to challenge any adversary. My favorite part was probably on Drum Island with Broggy and Dory, the 2 giants. They've been battling for centuries, or if long, maybe even longer. I don't really fully remember, but they've been battling each other so long that they had forgot why they were battling in the first place. They had just made a pledge that they were going to fight until they saw the end of it. And yeah, I thought that was a really great part of the arc here. Really enjoyed that. The final battle with Crocodile was also really, really good. I enjoyed watching that. I'd say overall, out of 10, I'd give this part, or arc, I should say, a strong 7.5. I noticed I didn't give a rating to the East Blue Saga. I'm hesitant to give it one because I didn't watch it for this video or anything like that. I didn't watch it recently. But just judging off memory, I'd give it a strong 7-ish also. You know, if we're looking at the My Anime list ratings, 7 is good, I believe. So yeah, it was definitely good. Higher end good too. Like, it was borderline better than good. I really enjoyed it. It got me hooked and ready to watch more. In the Sky Island arc, the crew finds themselves propelled into the skies by a phenomenon known as the knock-up stream, leading them to the mythical Skypiea. This cloud-laden land, teeming with ancient ruins and the echoes of forgotten tales, becomes a canvas for their unfolding adventure. Among the mysteries unveiled is the saga of Nolan the Liar. In the climactic battle between Luffy and Inaru, the stage is set atop Skypiea's clouds, an arena of thunder and resilience. Luffy, armed with his rubber body from consuming the Gomu Gomu Nomi devil fruit, stands against Inaru, a godlike figure made of lightning. As the battle commences, Inaru's belief in his divine invincibility clashes against Luffy's tenacity. Inaru, who is armed with the Goro Goro Nomi devil fruit, commands the might of lightning itself. His prowess allows him to generate and manipulate electricity, granting him a seemingly insurmountable advantage. However, Luffy's unique physiology as a rubber man grants him immunity against Inaru's electrical assaults. It's a revelation that turns the tide of the battle, rendering Inaru's powerful lightning strikes ineffective against Luffy. Luffy, driven by his unwavering resolve and fearless spirit, charges ahead. He counters Inaru's overwhelming power with his own brand of sheer determination, launching a relentless assault on the self-proclaimed god. The clash transcends mere physical prowess. It's a battle that symbolizes more than just a clash of abilities. It embodies the resilience of the human spirit against seemingly insurmountable odds. The fight atop Skypiea's clouds becomes a spectacle of defiance and determination. Luffy refuses to succumb to Inaru's godlike abilities. And this is like the very essence of everything that One Piece is in my mind. It's just Luffy does not give up, and he's going to be the king of pirates one day. So overall, the Skypiea arc, the Sky Island arc, I would give it... So overall, I would say this is easily the best arc so far. I would give it a strong 9 at least. Everything about it was almost perfect. I was so enthralled with everything. The battles with Inaru, Gonfall, he was great. I'm glad he decided to become their god again at the end, if that's what they were calling him. I can't remember if that's what they called him, or if they called him a mayor or something. Luffy getting the gold melted around his hand and thrown off the ship, that was pretty fucking wild. And still managing to fight. I'm sorry that I ramble, guys. I really appreciate anyone who stuck around this far in the video and had to deal with me just rambling about everything here. But, yeah. So that's the end of that arc. Alright, guys, and with that, we are done with this video. Not completely done. I kind of want to go over, like, a list of my favorite characters or something here. Sorry that I've rambled for most of this and just kind of stuttered about. I'm not really used to talking to the camera by myself. I'm more used to being on, like, my group channels with Els from the 606 or Stone Cold Wrestling Network, and having somebody to bounce stuff off of. This is kind of pretty much a new realm for me. If you saw my other videos on here, the gaming ones, I didn't do very well at talking then either. So this was way out of my wheelhouse. I really hope it was enjoyed at least a little bit. But yeah, as I said, I'm going to go into my favorite characters. So I would say it's probably a tie between Chopper and Zoro, with Usopp coming in a close second. They're all really great characters. Zoro's just fucking badass. The 3 swords is so fucking cool. Chopper is one of the most adorable things of all time, and then he gets really fucking big and really fucking cool, so that's awesome. Then we have Usopp, who, man, just everything about Usopp's great. I love the depth of his character so far, I guess you would say about it. I don't know where I was going with that. Sorry. I'm rambling again, so I think that means it's time for me to go ahead and just end this video. Next video, I'm going to cover the Water 7 arc through the Thriller Bark saga. So if you guys enjoyed this, definitely be on the lookout for that. It'll probably take me a little while. There's quite a few episodes in there, but I will try to make it as fast as possible. Yet again, thank you guys for tuning in. It means a lot that anyone even would click on this video, and I hope at least somebody enjoys it. I really enjoyed making it. It was really kind of more for myself, just like a diary to look back on once I actually get caught up on One Piece. I can see like my thoughts through all of it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. Peace.